Hello and welcome friends. Welcome to another tutorial of corelDraw. Now we are going to trying to make this Ubuntu logo in corelDraw. So I'll just copy this image from the internet. I paste it in corelDraw. I'm going to draw this logo in corelDraw. So as of now it's an image which is pixelating when I zoom it or increase the size or decrease the size. So let's make a vector image out of this. I choose a ellipse tool. I start from here and I draw a circle matching this. Just to make sure if they are of the same size, I'll just check this bar 2.783775 not matching, so I'll just make it 75 and 75. So height and width are same now. Now let's observe I have an orange circle and this portion looks like a circle, so this can be created using circle and by trimming some areas. So let's just select this outer circle. I can create using ellipse also this inner circle, but that will not be sure of the being the central part of this outer circle. So I'll just delete it. I'll select pick tool. I'll select the outer circle. I click here this. I press shift. I drag inside. Oh, I just made a mistake. I dragged the image. I need to select the inner circle. That was the image. So I click on this. I press shift. I drag inside and press right click. So that creates another circle, and the center part of this inner circle and outer circle is exactly same. That's why I choose dragging it inside rather than drawing it from this tool. So I need one more circle, this inner part. I hover over this, I press shift, drag inside and right click. Now I have three circles, this blue one, this green one, and the innermost is yellow one. So if I observe the actual logo I have is this white part and orange parts. So to make it this is the green one, I will have to remove this portion and some rectangular portion from the white one. So just place it back on its size by pressing Ctrl Z. I'll remove yellow part from green part by pressing trim. I drag the yellow part which of no use, delete. Okay, now this green part is actually needs some attention, so I'll just remove the fill part by pressing this button here. I'll just remove the color from this also so I can see the background image. So what I have to do is just trim this part and this part and this part. So I'll just create a small rectangle. I'll just try to match the width of this area. I'll just zoom it here. I'll click on this again and I get this rotating options enabled. I rotate like this. I just see that it matches perfect. So what I do is I select this rectangle, I select this green circle which was green in previous shade. I'll just trim and you see the extra part is trimmed. Now what I do is I repeat the same thing for this part. I double click it to get the rotation option enabled. I rotate it, I place it in the right area, I click the circle and trim. I'll do the same thing with the remaining part. I'll get it here, I'll just rotate it, I'll click on this circle and trim. Now I don't need this rectangle now. I'll press delete. Okay, now if I give white color to this part, let's see what happens. Very close. I remove the fill. Now what I need to do is I need to draw this semicircular part out of this circle. Okay, so what I can do is I can draw this circle first and expand it and trim the way I did this part. Okay, so let's just try with this. I take a circle, I make it, I place it. Okay, now I take the pick tool, I'll just hover over here, press shift and increase the size. Do not press right click, just leave the cursor and shift button. Now what I need to do is just trim this much part from this white colored shield. Okay, I click on circle, I click on this circle and trim. Now carefully select the circle, hover over this, press shift and come back to original shape. You are done. Now you get this orange colored area cleared. I'll just give it a correct shape. Make sure you press the shift button all the time, because if you don't and if you change the size, the center will move. So I'll not make a new circle from here using this tool. Instead I'll copy this and place them here. So what you can do is you can just press Ctrl C and Ctrl V and position them here and there, or you can press Ctrl D, which will duplicate this right here. Ctrl D and you get the object. Just place them here. Let's zoom in, place them perfect first. Okay, now hover this, shift and increase, and just leave the cursor and leave the shift button. Circle is selected, select this part, this circle, and trim. Now carefully select this circle, hover over this, shift and come back. Perfect. Now I'll just press Ctrl D. I get one more copy of the circle. I come here, zoom in using mouse hover button. I press shift, increase the size, leave the mouse button, leave the shift key. I select this inner circle, trim, carefully select the inner circle and come back. Okay, now let's just zoom out and see. Now we have two objects, this one, Ctrl Z, and a trio of this circles. So I will have to merge these three circles with this bigger circle. So I press Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z, so that circle is on its place. Now I select this, I select this, I select this, and I select this. I give it a color altogether yellow. Okay, that means they are selected. Now I press weld. Now this welding, what it does is all these individual separate objects now become a single object. Press Ctrl Z and give it a white color by clicking here. You can see there is an outline of black color. You can just remove it by a right click here, and you just need to do a single thing, give it a correct shade. So just choose this color eyedropper tool, select the color and click on this outer circle and just shift this and drag it, and you get the copy. So I see here there's a black outline of this orange circle. I'll just click on the circle and I press right click here and you get a perfect logo in corelDraw ready. So difference between this and this is vector. You increase the size, it will not pixelate. You can zoom in up to any extent and it will not pixelate. You can increase the size, export it to JPG and use it wherever you want, wherein this was a JPG and it will pixelate.